What's happening, FlickPop fam? Get ready, because we've got breaking news that's going to blow your minds. First up, the chilling reality of political violence has taken a stark new turn. We're talking about the assassination of Charlie Kirk and how the instant, widespread availability of graphic footage, a far cry from the Zapruder film of JFK's assassination, is fundamentally changing how America views and reacts to such shocking events in real time. This isn't just news, it's a seismic shift in our culture. And speaking of public health and policy, we're diving into a major controversy surrounding Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his impact on vaccination programs. Reports suggest a significant dismantling of key pillars of the nation's public health infrastructure is underway, sparking debate and concern about the future of vaccine confidence and access. This is a story with massive implications for all of us. But that's not all. We're also looking at the latest from the local front with an extensive arrest log. We've got details on a wide range of charges and individuals making headlines in Lowell, Massachusetts. It's a look at the day-to-day realities of law enforcement and the justice system. And finally, in the world of travel, Delta Airlines is making a significant route change, ending its long-standing service from JFK to Brussels. We'll break down what this means for travelers and the airline industry. Stick with FlickPop for all the details. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. The Zapruder film versus your smartphone, how political violence is documented today. Forget grainy black and white footage. The assassination of Charlie Kirk has brought the brutal reality of political violence into Hyper HD, flooding social media in minutes. This stark contrast to the Zapruder film's decade-long public reveal after JFK's death highlights a dramatic shift in how America confronts and consumes news of political violence, making it an inescapable, real-time spectacle. President John F. Kennedy's assassination in 1963 was a national trauma, but the infamous Zapruder film documenting the event remained largely hidden from public view for over a decade, only surfacing fully in 1975. This delay, coupled with the limited media landscape of the time, meant public perception was shaped by carefully curated information. Fast forward to today, and the assassination of Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk on his American comeback tour at Utah Valley University painted a vastly different picture. Within moments, graphic video clips, captured by numerous bystanders with their smartphones, exploded across platforms like X, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. While traditional news outlets exercised caution, social media users disseminated multiple angles, often without warnings, creating an immediate, unfiltered, and widespread viewing experience. Presidential historian Tevi Troy points out that this instant accessibility has reshaped our relationship with political violence. "You'll never have an assassination again that we don't have footage of," he stated, emphasizing the desensitizing effect such high-speed graphic content can have on the public. The ease with which this content spreads online, and the subsequent attempts by some to frame the narrative, reveal a disturbing new landscape where political violence is not only instantly visible, but also immediately contested in the digital arena. This rapid-fire dissemination of violence is just one aspect of how our world is changing. Next, we're diving into the controversial decisions impacting public health and the future of vaccines. RFK Jr.'s vaccine policy under fire, a public health reckoning. Reports indicate that U.S. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is enacting significant changes to the nation's vaccination programs, raising alarms about the potential erosion of public health infrastructure and confidence. This move comes despite earlier promises and could have far-reaching consequences for disease prevention. Despite assurances made during his confirmation hearings to Senate Bill Cassidy, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is reportedly presiding over a significant overhaul of the United States vaccination program. Critics, including former FDA vaccine expert Dr. Peter Marks, who resigned in protest, argue that these actions are dismantling key pillars of public health. The administration has allegedly curtailed funding for vital research, including mRNA vaccine development, and implemented stricter approval criteria for COVID-19 vaccines, limiting them to high-risk individuals and those over 65. Furthermore, Kennedy has reportedly dismissed the entire 17-person Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, ACIP, a long-standing expert panel for the CDC, signaling a potential shift towards vaccine-skeptical voices advising on public health policy. This situation is drawing intense scrutiny, with comparisons being made to historical efforts to bolster public health through vaccination, such as President John F. Kennedy's Vaccination Assistance Act of 1962. The current administration's actions are viewed by some as a full-scale war on public health, potentially leaving the nation more vulnerable to diseases and undermining decades of progress in immunization. From national health policy to local law enforcement, the news keeps coming. Up next, we've got the latest arrest log detailing recent police activity in Lowell. Lowell arrests, a snapshot of local law enforcement activity. Recent arrest logs reveal a diverse range of charges and individuals apprehended by local police departments in Lowell, Massachusetts. This ongoing reporting provides a transparent look at community policing and the legal system's engagement with various offenses. The latest arrest log from Lowell, Massachusetts, details numerous individuals taken into custody for a variety of alleged offenses. Charges span from property-related crimes like vandalism and breaking and entering, to drug offenses involving various classes of substances, and violations related to motor vehicle operation, including driving without a license and speeding. Several individuals were arrested on outstanding warrants for failure to appear in court on previous charges, highlighting the persistent nature of legal proceedings. The log also includes arrests for more serious offenses, such as carrying firearms without a license and assault with a dangerous weapon. It's important to note that all individuals listed are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and Massachusetts privacy laws restrict the release of information concerning domestic and sexual violence arrests. These frequent updates serve as a direct line to the community's engagement with law enforcement, offering a granular view of crime and justice within the city. Residents and observers alike can track patterns and specific incidents, fostering a sense of awareness regarding public safety and legal matters. While local incidents unfold, major shifts are happening on a global scale. Get ready for an update on international travel as we look at significant route changes affecting major airlines. Delta Airlines cuts JFK Brussels route, reroutes to Atlanta hub. Delta Airlines is ending its year-round service from New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport, JFK, to Brussels, Belgium, marking the conclusion of a route that has operated for over 3 decades. This strategic shift will see service to the Belgian capital move to Delta's Atlanta hub. After more than 30 years of consistent service, with only a brief interruption during the COVID-19 pandemic, Delta is ceasing its direct flights from JFK to Brussels Airport, BRU, starting in January. The airline operated this route 4 times weekly. In a significant pivot, Delta plans to launch new direct service from its Atlanta, ATL hub to Brussels in March, initially operating 4 times a week with ambitions to expand to daily flights by next summer. This move effectively consolidates Delta's European operations and strengthens its Atlanta gateway, a key strategic decision for the airline's network. This route change means Lufthansa, a Delta joint venture partner and fellow SkyTeam Alliance member, will become the sole airline offering direct flights between JFK and Brussels. Passengers previously relying on Delta's JFK service will now need to consider connecting flights through Atlanta or opt for Lufthansa's direct service, impacting travel convenience and potentially flight costs for this specific corridor. From the skies to the stage, there's always more to discuss. We'll wrap up today's top stories with a quick recap and a massive call to action. And that's a wrap on today's essential updates. We saw how the instant sharing of footage from Charlie Kirk's assassination is changing our perception of political violence. We dove into the controversial changes Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is making to vaccine programs. We detailed the latest arrest log from Lowell, Massachusetts, showing recent law enforcement activity. And we covered Delta Airlines ending its JFK Brussels route to focus on Atlanta. Don't miss out on any of the stories that matter. Smash that like button if you found this info valuable, subscribe to FlickPop for your daily dose of breaking news and analysis, and ring that notification bell so you're always the first to know. Got thoughts on these stories? Drop a comment below, we want to hear from you. And for more updates on the go, follow us on all our social media platforms. Thanks for watching FlickPop.